Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Talking Skritt. I'm your host John, better known as Dale around Yaxben. We have a fantastic show for you. Wintersday is coming, and game development talk in guild chat and much more. But first, let me introduce you to my fellow host. He is a moderator over at MMO Champion and host of Zero to Hero, and also Vote to Kick on this very channel. This Wintersday, he will leave you buried in the snow if you face him in PvP. So bad you will go crying home to mom. Say hello to Jim.
I don't know about buried, but maybe
Buried.
Who knows? Maybe they changed snowfall runes. Maybe they'll be interesting for PvP. I'll give that a shot.
Awesome. We'll have to see. And he streams over on Twitch where he answers the age-old question, what is his Wintersday wish? Say hello to Age.
My Wintersday's wish is to get all of these unlocks in Smash.
Are you still playing Smash?
No.
Hi
guys.
I would say that this is dating the podcast of Smash just came out, but hey, it's always on Saturday, so yeah. I don't blame Age because didn't it come out like Thursday
yesterday.
or something? Yeah, yesterday or something like that. Oh, okay.
Friday at midnight, and I played till I don't want to say.
Did you get any sleep?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, let's jump right into it. It was a lighter news week, but it's probably has something to do with they gave us a little tease this week of Wintersday, and it is actually dropping December 11th, so literally this coming Tuesday. So hopefully next week we'll have a lot to talk about, but here's the little teaser that they put out on Twitter, and it kind of just shows off, what looks like Divinity's Reach, panning across, it decorated for Wintersday itself. But all they gave us was Wintersday arrives next week on the first day of Guild Wars 2 Wintersday. Get in the spirit of next week's festivities with a peek at Divinity's Reach. And if you look at here, it kind of pans like a snowman head that's kind of looks like melted and a background behind it, which I know a lot of people are like, that's not Divinity's Reach. Like
the snowman head at the very end is a little ominous, a little foreboding.
Yeah. Everyone's going Secret Lair of Snowman.
Wasn't that a Guild Wars 1 thing?
Yeah, which for people that don't know, in Guild Wars 1, when they brought in Eye of the North, it was I don't want to say a raid, but like more of like one of the bigger dungeons where you would have to have all 8 people and stuff and go in there, and it was kind of like a more jokey dungeon, but I think it would be perfect for, because it was just filled with like ice elementals and snowmen, and was kind of just, I think would be perfect for this and kind of returning.
Yeah. Festive raid dungeon.
And I think we joked about that before of like having, like you said, a festive raid dungeon. Maybe that's not as severe or strict just because it's probably only going to be around for Wintersday. If it happens, we don't know if this is the case.
Yeah, no, actually, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
It'd be great if you can pug it and people wouldn't get mad at each other for
Have to come with bird
mechanics.
We'll make it maybe more akin to how we're used to dungeons, where you don't need someone that's like a tanky more character, the healer. Like you can kind of hold your own more so than you would in a raid.
Yeah, like everyone has specific, skills and stuff, and they can just go around and do things.
Or it's another Toypocalypse, and you have to use kit weapons for the whole thing.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
I actually would be totally okay with that.
Yeah, no, that'd be really cool. And like maybe I don't know if they put a hard mode, but it could be fun.
Challenge mode for a festive dungeon.
Yeah,
That'd be different.
more snowballs coming at you or something. I don't know. But,
yeah, so a lot of people have been speculating like what that like last scene maybe entails. I'd love to hear what chat's thoughts are. Besides this possibility, what else do you want to see from Wintersday? Anything new or definitely return?
I need more drinks to finish off that festive
Don't
tonic.
be freaking all.
I'm sure that's
Yeah.
going to be there.
I'm pretty sure that I'm a third of the way there. I haven't been trying. I'm also gonna open up all my Black Lion chests that on patch day.
Oh
Hopefully, I
dear.
get some good stuff out of that.
Oh dear, he's gonna do the thing, guys.
That'd be weird if Wintersday started with like a little. Oh, that could have been like a live one of the live events leading up to it. Is like maybe what's left of like the White Mantor. Like it's gonna be a dry Wintersday this year. We have to stop them.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be also cool. You know what I really miss actually in Winter's Day is the Grenth versus Duena thing. I really like that part.
That
And
would be pretty
for those,
cool.
yeah, for those who know, in Guild Wars 1, there was an event in like the main cities, so like Camadan, Lion's Arch, and where else? Was it all?
Or
Was it kind?
well, what's
I don't think
Xingzi? Or no, maybe they didn't have it because it was.
I don't think they had it in factions.
Yeah, maybe it was one of those two places.
Yeah.
Now that I think of it, but those were usually the three places that had the festivities. But yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, and it was basically you had like little pedestal, like 9 pedestals, 3 in a row to make a square, I believe, and a bunch of people stood on one side for Grenth, and a bunch of people stood on the other side for Duena, and they kind of compete in which you are going to have a long winter or a short winter based on who you sided with. So
yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like almost like a groundhog type festivity, but layered in with the human gods themselves. So it was like if you picked Grenth, it was longer winter, but if you picked Duena,
yeah,
I mean, it really didn't have any. I don't think any say except for festivity hats at the end.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if since the gods are gone, but it'd be kind of cool if they had maybe new representatives, I guess, for that type of activity.
It would be also an interesting way of like it if they find new representatives, or if it was like maybe the human gods want to, or not the human gods, the humans want to recapture that idea and be like, if you side with Duena, like maybe they side with like, or get a CERN to try to increase like do the technology, like keep it around for another 2 weeks or something, so you have longer time for Winter's Day. Maybe that would be an interesting way to do that. But
I also like Red Wolf's idea how you can be the snowman defending
from the Grenchies.
Yeah, that could be fun too.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of the reason I bring up the Duena versus Grenth thing is because I think a lot of people like cutthroat politics. I like having just the difference
picking a side, see who wins.
Yeah, so this is more of a festive way of doing it, I guess, because it's not like the worst thing in the world if it's a long winter. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's a short winter, but it doesn't change the date the event ends, hopefully.
See, my only problem is I don't think I ever actually experienced a single Winter's Day event when I played Guild Wars 1.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Good times. And you got a lot of loot.
I believe it.
If you spend the time.
I'll have to remember to turn on the Winter's Day reward track for PvP. Get a bunch of presents from that, because the holiday reward tracks for PvP and for WW are fantastic.
Yeah, a bunch of Winter's Day presents. And
I think for what is it? I want to say it's the Aqua Breather.
Oh,
the exotic Aqua Breather with the particles.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I did not know about that.
Which is disappointingly not a skin. It is a unique particle effect that is tied to the Aqua Breather.
Yeah.
So,
well, to be honest, there's not many Aqua Breather skins. So,
yeah. That's just disappointing, because it's just like you had the opportunity to give us a unique skin for people to go after for the Aqua Breather, and it's just like,
I don't know if is the skin system incorporate the breathers?
It does. There are several Aqua Breather skins, and by several I mean I think there's 3 for each weight class.
Huh.
But yes, Neko, you're right. That is a new thing at the end, and I believe the Guild Wars 1 people are all speculating that it's
hoping for the Lair of the Snowman.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think it'll be good.
Oh wait, no, there are 4 Aqua Breather skins because they added the bubble. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Though, kind of going back to what Red Wolf was saying about this, like snowmen defending or the Grunchies, it could also be, what was the difference between Wintersday this year and Wintersday last year? We did not open the underworld yet, and that was part of, because with Grenth, that was the whole thing. So maybe this last scene is something to do with a part of the underworld.
I don't know,
that we haven't had access to. Yeah, we've had parts of the underworld since the Mad King stuff, but we never had now supposedly full access.
Yeah, I miss old school underworld. That was fun.
Yeah,
it was challenging as hell. I've only done it once. Well, I've been there multiple times, but I completed it once. It was awesome. It was a good moment. I think I have that recording somewhere. But there's always fun things that they can be adding. It's nice, like every couple of years they add something new to the events. I know there's times that they have to polish things as well because maybe new systems, things like that. Like for Halloween, I think I've always said that it'd be nice if they explored more of the Mad King lore and added, a little bit of events. They bring back that Prince Edric
the thorn there. Stuff. Yeah,
that'd be a lot of fun to do. Like just every 2 years, add that if possible. So this is kind of nice that they're adding something new to check out in an event, because festivals and MMOs or most games are pretty generically the same thing unless people
pretty
add
stagnant from usually what the only thing changes is maybe 1 or 2 new rewards sprinkled in, but for the most part it's usually the same events, same
so which isn't terrible. Like you get loot, but it'd be nice to add that little flavor.
So hopefully it's something new. I mean, hopefully it's not just like, oh, it's a new way. It's a new panning of the focusing on some like little fine detail that's like in the jumping puzzle. It's like, no, like, but hopefully it's completely a new thing, which maybe we'll have to make sure to jump in.
It would suck if we spend all this time like going over it again and again and again. It's just like, oh, it's just a new piece of decoration.
Yeah,
you can make your guild hall look like that. It's like, oh well.
Yeah, because honestly, I think last Wintersday I didn't really do much. I just did maybe like 1 or 2 toy apocalypses and then jumping puzzle for dailies. I didn't really go for farming this year. So, that was because I had a project that time, so maybe I didn't have enough time. But so, like most of my time was not actually doing the festivity stuff versus just like casually just doing dailies and stuff.
Yeah, so hopefully, wasn't last year when they finally addressed finally fixed the whole grouping? You should have been able to group for Wintersday.
Yeah, they fixed it for Halloween, I believe.
Oh, was it Halloween? Okay, I thought it was, because I know that was such the big issue with.
I could see them fixing it for Wintersday too. Let's see why.
Okay, because I was gonna say that would be kind of leading back to like maybe like a jokey raid thing or something. Like if we finally have the ability to group together, maybe they took it to that extreme of now you can do this fun event raid. Like, who knows? Hopefully, I'm just trying to piece things together. So fingers crossed. But yeah, well, we won't have to wait long. Luckily, it'll be dropping December 11th, Tuesday.
Yay, Tuesday.
And we'll have probably plenty of time to play in it. So, but any other thoughts on Wintersday?
Yay, Wintersday.
I concur.
Well, that makes 3 of us. And, you know, they had to work whatever that new thing is, they probably had to work hard on it, you know, develop it. Speaking of game developing, they talked about that on the guild chat this week.
It's like 3 out of 10 at best.
I know. There's not a lot of material here this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Ruby sat with, I believe it was Joel.
Joel Hamick, Matthew Medina,
and
Mike Z.
Yeah. So they kind of just talked about like behind the scenes, like how much they work on things and all that. And
I like their intro. It's like, Joel, I make stuff. Matt, I design stuff. Mike Z, I direct stuff. It's nice and easy.
But it was kind of one of the interesting things I like pulled from it. Once again, it's like if you are interested in the business type thing, I would recommend, you know, checking it out because they kind of do get very technical with things. And if you're interested in the industry itself, definitely check it out. But I know some of the things that were kind of interesting. I remember Joel talking about basically using how the old code was for basically what was it, victory or death, the Zaitan fight, and how that was utilized. Like they had to basically change that to help address the sitting issue, like having seats and stuff like that. And everybody, you know, how he's going through this whole elaborate thing, and like Ruby even kind of says like how different it is of, you know, oh, sitting should be such an easy thing. You'd think it's such an easy thing, but it's I'm sure they were only scratching the surface of what he was able, like, kind of talking about. There's probably loads more, but you know, but it's just amazing that little thing is such a big undertaking.
Yeah, and it's also interesting how they have content that they work on or they want to work on, but since the game has been changing over the years, they kind of have to go back and restructure or rework certain things, like the Festival of Four Winds. Apparently was 4 years in the making, but they couldn't release it because of all the changes that kept happening. So that's interesting from a developer's perspective, because on a big project, when you have like dependencies all over the place, and those dependencies change things over time, it's like, well, you have to rewrite certain things, and then you have to test all over again. It's just interesting from that perspective. So 4 years for Festival of Four Winds, pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm. Was it like a horror show for coders? I would say it was like a reminiscing horror show for Joel, because I remember when he was describing that, he's like you could just see the look on his face of like, because he was like saying how he made sure to say, he was like, that whole Zaitan thing, he's like, that was there before I got there. He's like, I had to go in, look at this code and change. Like you could see the pain in his face. Like, so
I know that feels so much.
Looking at someone else's code, especially if they're not there to help you with it.
It's more like looking at code that's just insanely difficult to grasp as well.
It's like when you can tell that they were running for time, not necessarily.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that could very well have been the case, because I know Mike Z even said, like, when he was saying that, he's like, yeah, that was the one last thing we put in before it shipped. Like,
okay.
So I'm sure that was possible. Like, it sounds like that was maybe put under a time crunch as well. Like,
yeah, usually when that happens, it's like you just want to get it in a working state, work out the big bugs as possible, and then fix it later. But you really never have the time to fix it later.
I am actually lucky. Like as a developer, I talked to my boss and he let me block out the entirety of December as a put all active projects on hold. and go back and fix things that I wanted to fix.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
I need a month to fix some things I don't want to fix.
It's the only reason I have the luxury of that is because I am the only developer for my company, and I'm just doing internal stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm developing tools for people inside the company, so I can look at them and be like, "You can wait. I'm fixing stuff so that all the stuff I've already built for you stays working."
That's fair. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do that when you're selling the services. So,
yeah. For me, it's like, I just want to, there's things that like are so, like, there are things that you want to fix and you know exactly how you want to fix it, but the time constraints and the extra projects that people want first are priority. So you need to just keep it in the back of your mind when you have the time. So.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Krista found something that she told me about earlier. It's a wand that's part of a learn to program coding kit.
What?
Like Harry Potter branding, like you can code wand movements to do stuff to your computer.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like to input, like to actually code something. You have to do like wand. I was like, how difficult is that going to be?
That's it. Like that's what it is. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is kind of cool. I brought that up mostly because it was kind of pertinent to programming in a tangential matter, but
can you make us a AAA MMO? Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
That would be amazing. I made a AAA MMO with this wand. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, I think it's once again something great to watch, especially if you're interested in that in the industry, maybe looking into the industry. I know I saw a couple people during the guild chat saying like, "Oh, do you have any advice?" Because they were like maybe graduating like in the coming year. It's like, I think that's a great thing to do is, check these out because, they are the people that are making games. If that's what you want to do, that's a good place to start.
Oh, I would suggest this is one piece of advice that I wish I had when I was younger. But if you really want to get in the game industry, just make a game. Just make a game. Mm-hmm. Like, start as soon as possible, and like go to conventions and stuff and talk with people. Those are the two bits of advice I would give, just because one, if you actually start making games, it shows that you actually are interested in making games. And if you do it on your own time as a side project, that's great. But, it's fine. And going to conventions or to like these game dev conventions and talking with people, like we have a bunch here where I live, so it's nice to like get advice from them as well as communicate with people and see what they do and if it's something that might interest you down the road. So those are the two bits of advice I give.
Yeah, definitely.
As a non-game developer.
Well, I would say anything in the industry. If you're theoretically not harming someone, because I was going to make the joke of, it's a lot harder for someone in my profession of psychology because they tend to frown upon when you start randomly just without the ethics board or anything like that, just start randomly experimenting on people. They tend to get touchy about that. I don't know why. Don't
randomly psychoanalyze people or,
Yeah, but like, if you're in the game development, yeah. I mean, if there's no harm or anything that you can, or, development in general, like,
yeah,
it's like Age said, it shows that you're taking the initiative, you're trying things out, heck, you might make the next Minecraft. And then be like, I don't need to go to your game company.
I've got my own.
Yeah.
And then you sell it to Microsoft.
Yeah. Actually, that's I'll talk about it later. I don't want to bring it up here.
But yeah, any final thoughts on the guild chat?
I will watch it and I'll let you know if it was a horror show for coders from my perspective, Mac. I promise.
Did you hear something behind Milfanis when he was talking?
Oh my god.
When he was talking?
I'm gonna play
his
Smash
voice.
Bros. Now.
Speaking of behind the voice.
No, Age, you're in this with me.
Sorry, halfway through when I was laughing hysterically behind my mic, that's what I was like, I can't do that as a transition, but I was like, you know what, I'm doing it. This past week, they also put out 2 YouTube videos of Behind the Voice with Jocelyn Blue and Tommy Earl Jenkins. Jocelyn is Air / also the Acern female NPC, Char female NPC, and Tommy Earl Jenkins is Blish, human, noble human, and Udamishi.
Udamishi.
Okay, I did not know.
He was the he was one of Joko's advisors.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that you say praise Joko to at the end of the Path of Fire story, I think.
Huh. Okay.
But yeah, so they posted those. You know, once again, it's interesting to hear their perspectives on things, like all the other past Behind the Voice videos, and you actually get to see them perform. It still is weird to watch a voice that you're familiar with coming out of an actual person. Like,
yeah, it's really weird to see, you know, Blish's voice coming out of a human as opposed to a golem.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, any major thoughts on the Behind the Voice? Did you guys pick up anything from
the best part of Jocelyn's was when she actually found out that Air was gonna die. Like the very first thing. Like, yeah, that's the right reaction to have.
I missed that part.
I won't spoil it for anyone.
I need to go back and rewatch that.
It's hilarious.
Was she a little? Were they a little worried? It's like, well, I still have 2 other characters I voice, so.
Yeah, but I think the most you can still voice Air because like she still pops in every now and then. But I think the most interesting part about it is kind of how the studio felt at the same time. It's like they're going at the same rate because you know the character is going to die, and you have to tell the voice actor, and like you really don't want to because you know how attached she was to the character and all that. So it's a very collaborative emotion, I guess, in that sense.
Yeah, that would be a weird thing because I'm not saying it's on the same level, but it's almost like if a doctor had to tell someone they were dying, it's like you kind of are telling that person. It's like, well, that character that you're playing is dying. It's like, yeah, so yeah, it's probably definitely an awkward like situation of like, yeah.
Well, that and some of the best voice actors that they really get into and attached to the characters that they're playing. So. I mean, yeah, it's basically, yeah, by the way, your character is dying, and it's just like, no.
Yeah.
That cinematic still is.
I was not happy when Aaron died.
No.
I was not happy.
And I guess, just in case, it's a bit late now, if you're just going through Heart of Thorns, spoiler.
Oh, sorry.
But at this point,
it's been more than 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
sorry if you're a new player.
It's kind of difficult for us to talk about, you know, her missed ghost showing up in the living story, along with also not revealing the fact that she kind of died. But
oh yeah, that's there you go, Mac. I'll be professional psychiatrist for just the voice acting industry. It's like so they can vent their losing their character. That's such a niche thing. Yeah.
A character loss grief counselor for voice actors.
There you go. I definitely want that.
That is a super niche market, and I don't think anyone's using it yet. So go.
I know. Dibs.
So
just in case, that's how it works, right?
It's like see, Dad's like, so apparently your character is getting nerfed next patch. How does that make you feel?
They wrote you out. Oh, that would be
That'd be a cool. I wonder if there's a.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Huh.
But yeah. Any final thoughts on Behind the Voice?
I love it when they do these things. It's always great to see more behind the scenes stuff for any of the creative process for the game.
Yeah, definitely. But kind of moving slightly away from that. This is kind of also like behind the scenes, but in the sense of, you know, people that have moved on from Guild Wars 2, but you know, I think it's still always important to like throw it out there. I believe when she was at Arena, she was Lena Chappelle, but she currently goes by Lena Raine, I believe. And big congratulations to her. She was the composer for ArenaNet. Kind of did a lot, like if you're familiar with Terrier's music, she did that. But you know, basically a lot of the ambient music you probably hear in the game.
She still does.
From time to time, yeah. She's contract, I think, mostly for.
I think so, because she did Blish's theme.
Oh, okay. But she actually was at the Video Game Awards on Thursday. She actually was there as a nominee for her work on Celeste, which they were robbed. I'm just saying. For best score. I mean, come on, Red Dead.
What's this Red? I've never heard of that game.
Yeah.
I think it's a Western.
That's weird.
But she also actually got to perform with Hans Zimmer and Harry Gregson Williams on stage to play the new theme for the Video Game Awards. So I mean, that's already, you know, super awesome. But
that's pretty freaking awesome, to be honest.
So you know, basically, congratulations to her, and you know, I still say you got robbed, but I think they did win Best Indie.
They won two, Best Indie and Best. I think it was Best Message or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew about Best Indie. I did not know about that, but awesome. But yeah, I liked how it was like, I think they got like pretty much everybody from the team on the stage. So it was, you know, seemed like a nice little family. So, but yeah, congratulations to Lena Raine and Celeste in general for winning. And like I said, you still got robbed on the soundtrack, the sound.
Yeah,
but
Celeste was a damn good game.
Any thoughts on that? And
well, we can talk about Video Game Awards later.
Yeah, I was gonna say that starts this straight out of there, but we just want to throw that out there because, you know, it's like she's still part of the ArenaNet kind of family, and it's good to always give praise to, you know, such awesome things. I mean,
yeah,
but can't wait to hear more. What?
Really?
What? But you know, maybe I got really no segue from that to this. So next up is Gem Store. And always thank you to Dolphy.net. Check out Dolphy.net so you can spend your gems more wisely.
At least he's honest.
Yeah, I couldn't think of one. I just thought of one. Dang. Anyway, ain't doing no editing. I only do that for a founder episode. So every 100 episodes now, I guess. The first one up the only thing that was new was the Thunder Strike harvesting tool. And that is, you know, it is a harvesting tool, so it only collects, you know, the plants and stuff like that. So it is 1,000 gems. It is an infinite gathering tool, so you can switch it between your characters. It's basically unlimited uses. It does come with a glyph, which is 33% chance to reward bonus leather scraps while gathering.
I am disappointed that it doesn't summon a mini sad anomaly to harvest for you, because that's the lightning strike that's the same part of when the sad anomaly teleports in.
I just keep thinking of the AC/DC song.
I was tempted to do that when I switched to it, like Thunder. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of people saying like they need like a couple more elemental ones just so they can have it on their elementalist, like different element types. So
I know, Hat. Yes, everyone knows carrots are how you get leather. I don't know. Like, I just feel like that they were losing money on getting the like on the skins that didn't do anything extra. Like, I'm pretty sure that the Watchwork mining pick sold real well. The Unbound magic harvesting tools probably sold really well, and the volatile ones probably sold really well. But like all the ones that didn't do anything extra probably didn't sell as well because they didn't do anything extra. So, I mean, it's pretty clear that the whole
Watchwork mining pick.
Yeah, Deo still yells at me about that. Like, all I did was buy the first infinite harvesting tool that came up when I started playing the game again.
Pay to win. Pay to win.
But I don't know. Like, I don't know how much I dig the glyph system. It doesn't seem like it's like, in order for them to actually be worth anything, you have to be playing either a lot or for a very long time.
I just do daily farm in my home instance. Literally, that's all I do, and I get a bunch of magic that I spend on like OB shards or something like that. So I think there's a good value in them, but it just depends on, like, let's say if you had 3 glyphs of leather on all 3 of your tools and you did daily farm, I think you rack up quite a bit of leather after a short reasonable amount of time. So, yeah, maybe I'll try one day. But I think it's not like a huge, tremendous advantage. It's just like a nice little bonus there. By consistently playing or just like doing a bit of farming every day, you reap the benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
it looks
like
cool.
Yeah. And like I said, pick up for 1,000 gems, and it is account bound, so you can switch between all your characters, and you can always switch out glyphs if you want. I mean, with the new system. But yeah, are any of you gonna be picking it up?
Nah.
I'm good. I'm actually waiting for volatile magic to come back.
I actually need it. At the moment, I don't play enough to justify, like, I don't go around farming enough to justify buying infinite harvesting tools. So usually I'm either playing, PvP, or at the moment I'm doing roller beetle racing because I actually really enjoy it. I need to get a race in this week so I can get an entry in for week 2. But
deja vu. I've been in this place before.
I'm a bigger fan of running in the 90s. If only for the intro synth, but
I like synthwave also for racing. The song called
we're back to the
sorry.
Roller beetle.
I'm gonna segue to this.
Well, no, it's an important reminder. Make sure that your roller beetle race so you have a chance for the entry for the giveaway.
What's week 2 again?
Alienware.
Oh,
yeah, Alienware PC and Honor.
Okay.
Ain't too shabby.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is the only new thing that they gave us, but they did provide us with some returning items. So returning the Crystalline Dragon Wings Backpack Glider combo for 700 gems. So, you get it is a glider, but also the backpack. I don't think either of them are dyeable, so. Well, we know the backpack isn't, but I don't think the glider is.
I don't think it's.
I think that's one of the ones that isn't, but I'm not 100% sure.
However, it is probably one of the best looking backpack glider combos.
Mm-hmm.
Just with the animations on them and the particle effects.
Yeah, I think that's the same one that if you do the Heart of Thorn story, that puts those wings on you. So it's basically the same model from that if you kind of want to look at it without previewing it, if you want to see it in game for some reason. But also the glacial glider for 500 gems. The Wintersday appearance package for 2,000 gems, and the Winter Monarch outfit for 700 gems. So, I guess the big question is anybody in chat, or are you guys going to be picking any of those returning items up, or would you suggest any? I personally would say the Crystalline Dragon Wings backpack, but I might be biased.
Yeah, I randomly got those from I think Wardrobe Unlock.
Ooh.
I don't remember what the Glacial Glider looks like.
I think it's just the one that's like the default glider model, but instead it's a snowflake.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Maybe that one.
It looks, and it has like a snow trail particle effect. But
okay. I mean, if you're into that, sure. The Winter's Monarch outfits. It's kind of, if you're going for like that snow druid look.
0 out of 10. With that's
it. Yeah.
But do remember the outfit? It is an outfit, so it's you can only hide the helmet slot, but it's all or nothing type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not an armor set or anything like that, unfortunately. But yeah, so definitely check those out, pick them up if you want them because they are only around for a limited time. Any other thoughts on the gem store? What do you guys want to see from the gem store for Wintersday? I guess that might be a big thing. Like,
my black line just be worth it.
Well, I think we joked around about it before, but if there is not a roller beetle that's just a giant bauble, I mean, come on, Arena. Like,
I don't know. Like, they've got a lot of creative space with the roller beetle in Wintersday. Also, Hat brings up a good point that if you have a female character, the Winter Monarch outfit apparently is padded.
So. Well, there you go.
Okay. It's cold.
Fair point. I don't know if you
heard Santa. Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold. But I don't know. Like, I'd like to see a cool cool roller beetle skin. So
who's hoping?
Wintersday.
Yeah.
Just make it look like an initial D car.
I think that's a little too far.
Not an actual car, but like the colors and just design. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, last up we have our community corner, and this week we have a video from Kroof. She's doing a video for she called it the Lone Ranger. It is a PvP build and shows off gameplay, and we'll throw that link in the description. If you're watching this on YouTube, link will always be in the description, but there it is in chat for you. Yeah, she kind of shows it off. She's using the longbow and greatsword, and I believe runes of Holbreck with a Marauder's amulet, with some. I think her pets are the smoke scale and the rock gazelle, and basically she's utilizing a lot of these new stances I think you get from the Soul Beast. But yeah, if you want to check out the full build, because I'm not going to rob them of that, definitely check out the video. But I think I kind of liked it as I watched it, especially because
I don't like this build.
I like the options of it. Kind of gives you a close quarters option and a range option, which I always like
for different reasons. Dan.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm sure you don't like
it because rapid fire tracks through stealth.
And he has to go stone and smoke scale and rock as well.
Age, guess what? I also found out that Prime Light Beam tracks through stealth too.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
No, if you get the skill off, it makes sense. But it's kind of
if I start the cast for Prime Light Beam and then the target goes stealth, it will track.
That's from Marine. That's the auto stat.
No, that's Prime Light Beam is Hollowsmith Elite. The giant screw you light cannon with the knockback.
It should track me until you actually cast it, I think.
Well, it'll charge up and then fire where you are, whatever. But
wait, what?
I watched my character. Like I hit I hit my elite skill, and I'm like tracking a target in stealth. I'm watching my char like turn with it. It was great.
So stupid. I hate that.
But I'm gonna have to try out this build, because this build that Kroof is using is basically exactly what I was using on my core ranger build for the longest time.
Yeah, I think she says in the video she tries to build it for survivability and stuff. So it's definitely seems like it could be interesting. And just from the look on Age's face, I think it sounds like it's a pretty solid build. Because I'm not a PvP type person, but it definitely did make me slightly interested.
It's an annoying. It's an annoying build. It's a solid build.
Doesn't Sikkim apply revealed?
Oh crap! Maybe it does.
Oh wow!
Reveal. I don't really care about it anymore because I'm running sword dagger, so it's more about dodging.
Yeah, but it's the rest of the stuff that you got to worry about.
Yes, it applies 6 seconds of revealed.
Jesus. All right.
So it sounds like Kroof, you have made an excellently annoying build, which is perfect for PvP.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thank you, Kroof.
But yeah, I won't lie. As I was watching that, I was like, you know what? I mean, I haven't really found a good reason to touch my ranger. Like this is slightly making me interested, but I'm like, am I gonna go into PvP? Like, oh my god.
You're just trying to goad me. It's not gonna work. I know you won't step in there. And if you do, record it.
I don't know. Actually, I'll think about it, and I'll think about it. Maybe I'll be on Zero to Hero with Malthanis one time trying it out.
Hey, wow!
I might only last like 1 or 2 matches. I might not be there the whole time.
We can do unranked. That's fine by me. If you want to hop in, just let me know.
What, you think I'll tank your whatever they call it, rank?
No, I can tank my own rank. Thanks.
We know you don't PvP, Deo. I know. Like I said, it just made me that intrigued. So
honestly, this is why I haven't had a chance to watch this video yet. I've been wanting to. If Kroof is able to make Deo even kind of interested in playing PvP, then I'm gonna say
it's a bad build. Like it's a build that's gonna mess people up. Because I'm like, oh, that seems like I could actually do it.
Oh no, Mac! It doesn't matter if Aaron was there for ranked with me or not. I would have tanked my own ranking. I don't need help doing that. But yeah, if this build can get Deo to consider playing PvP, it's probably a pretty decent build. So I'm looking forward to watching the video. Maybe even running this myself. QED did give me a boon-based Soul Beast build that I need to mess with. So it's
yeah, that's it. Thank you for reminding me, Wispy. Jim, we might have to do unranked because I don't want you taking my rank.
Your win ratio. Yeah, I don't
want
yours.
But no, I've always liked because I have a human female. I've always liked the great sword animation of like kind of like how they hold it and like they actually like use the sword to like pivot and like move with it. Like I've always liked the animation of it. So I think that's one thing that I was like, oh, it's using greatsword. I might have to try it out. So.
The greatsword animations in Guild Wars 2 are pretty solid. Like they look good and sensible for the size of the weapon. So, but hey, go watch the video. It's probably pretty good if it gets Deo interested.
Yeah, that should be the seal of approval. Deo is actually intrigued by PvP now.
Deo wants to play PvP.
I'm surprised you guys weren't like, okay, let's close down the podcast. We don't know how long this is going to last. Like, we just need to, before he changes his mind. But yeah, that is it for this week. So hopefully next week we'll be talking about a lot of Wintersday stuff. But until then, Jim, where can they find you?
I can be found on Twitter at MalthanisMMO. You can also find me here on twitch.tv/MAADrealms. That's 2 A's in the MAAD. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time for Vote to Kick, where we talk about various things in the gaming industry and whether to keep or kick them. And then maybe you'll catch Deo on Zero to Hero after this week. I don't know. Maybe maybe he might be interested. So, ranked or unranked, Guild Wars 2 PvP shenanigans after Vote to Kick. Hope to see you all there.
Awesome. And Age, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitch and YouTube at Age Night Road. I'm actually stream some League of Legends tonight because I have a pass. I need to actually rack up some wins so make it worth it.
You know that's not Smash Brothers, right?
I can't stream Smash because my Elgato's not working for some reason.
Oh.
So I have to get that working tomorrow, and I'll try to stream Smash tomorrow.
Are you going to let us know that when you're playing tonight?
I'll probably play tonight, around 8-ish.
Okay.
I think he's hinting at that him and Crystal might join you if you're interested. I think that's the...
Maybe a little bit.
Sure, yeah. I don't mind.
Yeah, he'll play with people as long as it's not me.
Well, you want to come down? You want to play some League of Legends?
God, no. You're slowly getting me, might get me into PvP for Guild Wars 2. Let's not push it. Let's...
All right.
But you can find me at simply_Dale on Twitch and Twitter. And now that we pretty much have kind of episode 200 behind us and all that stuff, and hopefully I'll have more time to stream.
Sorry, that was out loud.
Yeah, I know. Just like you might find me PvPing. But yeah, if you are popping at the very end, do stick around. We do a bit of an after show. If we do highlight this on Twitch, just twitch.tv/MAAD Realms. That's 2 A's in the MAAD. If you want to watch this on YouTube, it goes up on Sundays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. That's youtube.com/MAAD Realms, 2 A's in the MAAD. If you want to follow us on Twitter, MAAD Realms, or if you just want to Guild Wars 2 news, at Talking Skritt as well. But if you want to find it all in one nice little cozy package, for Wintersday, make it nice and neat little package, go to MAAD Realms, that's 2 A's in MAAD.com, and that's where we kind of put up Vote to Kick, Talking Skritt, kind of when we did our little founder stuff and celebration for 200, all that stuff around that. Those usually go up at the same time that it does on YouTube. And, when we ever do future stuff, it'll probably be through the website as well. So it's one nice little place to find all that kind of stuff. But oh yeah, and if I know some people were asking last week as some of the suggestions of you should do an audio version of the podcast. We do for Talking Skritt, but you have to go to the website. It's usually in the description of all the stuff there. It should have a link that you can listen to the audio version. So there you go. We've had it for a little bit. So definitely check it out, and we'll see everybody next time. Take care, and bye.